and some other person may be very strong in data collection. So you can make use of his service. Therefore, my dear friends, you should identify the co-author with the aim to get some help. Don't add the co-author because someone is your friend. That will not help. So here, there must be a general principle that you should be capable of using your co-authors. At the same time, you should be beneficial to the co-author. So that is the basic principle which you have to note down here. The last but one, use of table and figures. We are talking about the research papers. That means you should use table and figures so that the possibility of getting accepted may be a little bit higher. This is what I feel. And the last point is a reference. Yes, you have to read the reference. Any particular article, if you get, you have to read the reference. Thereby, you can get more and more article, and you have to add the latest reference, which is very much expected by the publisher. Therefore, these are the some of the points which is very important for the authors. The another important component, aspect which I would like to discuss here is that components of the research article. What are the important components? Yeah. So there are 10 components. Hardest part of the getting, paper is that the components. So there are 10 components, my dear friend: title, abstract, introduction, review of literature, statement of the problem, need of the study, methods or methodology, results and discussions, acknowledgement, and reference. So these are the 10 components. We will discuss with more details in the next slide. The problem is that starting problem. Hardest part of writing article is getting started. Everyone may have the interest, but where to start, when to start, how to start. So that is a problem. Therefore, if you know these components, of course, you will have certain confidence or interest to write the paper. First, we will see the title. So what is a title? A better title may not be accepted always. Please note down, better title may not be always accepted. Most better title is important to accept the paper. If you see this slide, so I have given you one title, that is Internal Service Quality Insight and the Perception of Bank Employee. Of course, there is no wrong in the title. It is also correct. It is also better title. But the thing is, the publisher is expecting something different. Okay. So how do you get a good article, good title? That is very important. So you have to spend few hours looking at the different journals. What you have to do, you have to refer different journals, different articles. Thereby, you will get some idea that you have to note. So I will go to the next slide if you carefully note that. So what is very important, what is expected? A clear title, clear and meaningful title, which creates interest is very important. So that is the expectations of the publisher. You see the title here I have given you. In the earlier slide, I have given you a title, Internal Service Quality Insight and the Perception of the Bank Employee. I said this is also good title. The next slide I have given you insight into the internal service quality perception of bank employee. So this is the same topic. I have given you the different title. So according to me, the second title is still bit better than the first one. So like that, you have to improve word by word. So title is very important, my dear friends, which you have to note. That is why I said most better title is always preferred by the publisher. Okay, that you have to know. The another one is abstract. So this is also a very critical part of the paper. Most of the researcher face some difficulties to prepare an abstract. Maybe you have to prepare one para with 50 words or 100 words, or in some cases 150 words. These are general norms. So how do you write the abstract? So I suggest 3 points, my dear friends. You have to take one main objective and you have to take one important result, summarize one important result, and you have to take one important conclusions or significance of the study. If you club all these three and if you make into one paragraph, okay, with the standard language, I hope that will give you a better abstract. So abstract is very important, and below the paragraph, I mean the abstract paragraph, you have to give a keyword, and it is always better to avoid agrarian. So this is some tips I am giving you to prepare the abstract. Then introduction. Introduction is also very, very important. For an article of 10 page, so you cannot write introduction for 5 pages. So you can have introduction in 1 or 2 pages out of 10-page article. So there you have to build theory for which or for why the study is important and necessary. So this is very important. And you have to provide brief theoretical background. Here, you have to write all questions to be analyzed and answered in this paper. And more importantly, you have to keep this in your mind, that is, this particular study or research is useful to whom, whether business community or general public, that you have to keep in your mind. So you should give answer to that questions here in the introduction part in 1 or 2 sentences. And the next fourth important component is a review of literature. Yeah, if you ask me whether the review of literature is important, yes, review of literature is very, very important. And in the research, a guide cannot be guiding you. It is always better that the review, the earlier article will always guide you in all aspects. Therefore, review of literature is your real guide. This is what I mean. If you have any doubt in methodology, please you refer review of literature. If you have doubt in analysis, in interpreting the data, in using the tool, or even in hypothesis testing, for all questions, my dear friends, you have to refer the review of literature. What I mean to say, the earlier article published in good quality journal, not in ordinary journal. Therefore, review of literature is your friend, still identifying the problem, titling till end of your research, which you have to understand. Then fifth important component is a statement of the problem. Yeah, most of the study is there without proper statement of the problem. Okay, so what is the issue before the researcher? You have to set here. Okay, you have to say here, what is the issue before? So the primary purpose of the problem statement is to focus the attention of the problem solving team. I already told you the research is not a one-man work, it is a team work. So therefore, what is your focus? Where to focus? So what type of information you have to, bring out. So all these things are very important. Again, I emphasize, any problem should be socially relevant. What I mean to say, for our focus to address the current business problem. The sixth component is the need of the study. What is the need to conduct a study? That you have to answer under this. Who is going to use your findings or solutions? You have to answer this. And more importantly, the third one, who are likely beneficiary of your study is much more important. Under the need of the study, you have to answer these 3 questions. So don't forget. So this is what the publisher is expecting. Again, I repeating, what is the need to conduct a study? Who is going to use your solutions or findings? And the last one, which is not given in the slide, who are the likely beneficiary of your studies? The seventh component is a methodology or method. You know very well, it is a blueprint or structure of your research. Then this is going to be the structure or a guide to instruct you how to do a research. So it includes sampling size, data collection, which may be primary or secondary, and how are you going to analyze the tools? How are you going to identify the right tool is also very important, and what is the period of study? All you have to give here. Then the eighth important component is the resultant discussions. Okay, so resultant discussion should focus to your title of the paper. So for each and every analysis, you have to give the title. For each and every table, you have to give the title. For chart, for figures and everything. So here only you are going to use all your table, figures and the chart. So here what you have to do is that you have to first answer the question posed in the introduction. In the introduction part, you have allotted 2 pages for 10 pages of article. So there you have raised some questions. Here you have to give the answer. Under the resultant discussions, you have to give the answer here. And more importantly, you have done reviews. In the reviews, you would have identified the research gap, the existing research gap. Here, in the research, under the resultant discussions, you have to relate your conclusions or finding with the existing knowledge, which is very, very important, my dear friends. And the third one, under research and discussions, you have to discuss the weakness and the discrepancy of your studies, if any. It's not necessary that your study must suffer due to some weakness or discrepancy. If any, you should frankly make a mention here. And you should also explain what is new finding without exaggeration. Not exaggerate findings or any statement, and you should see that there should be no repetition. Repetition of results or anything, statement, anything, you should avoid in a research. That is very important, my dear friends. And the last component under the research and discussion is that you have to give a conclusion, okay, and perspectives. More importantly, implications. What would be the implication? Maybe at the policy level, at organization level, all you have to do. And the last component is the academy. Yes. Dear friends, under the acknowledgement, is the mic, please switch on your mic. Someone is using the mobile. Okay. Under the acknowledgement, my dear friends, what you have to do, you have to thank all your friends who helped you in doing the research. Therefore, it is a golden opportunity to show your gratitude for the people who helped you in your task, maybe in collecting the data or in writing the work. So acknowledgement is much more important. And the last one is a reference. Yeah, this is also very, very important, my dear friends. So reference should be relevant and recent. And it should be highly selective. You should not give irrelevant references. And you have to read the reference and find that if it is relevant, you have to give. Don't cut and paste. This is what most of the researchers are doing in the reference part. No, very rarely the researchers pay proper attention in the 10th component. And you should not misquote it. That is also very, very important. And each and every journal recommends or is expecting some style or APA style or MLA style, and you have to read the journal and what is their expectation. So suitable to that particular journal, you have to prepare the reference. So therefore, my dear friends, this is what the research paper. But in the case of thesis writing, the supplementary pages are bibliography and appendices. But in the journal, it is only the reference. So which is very important, you should note, my dear friends.